Hey there, viewers, it's pony time! What's with all those tomatoes on the floor, though? We've got Dog Day. Wait, not that dog from last episode we've never seen. Oh, he's there! He's got a flipping pancake! On his eyes, though. So, I take it he's the neighbour, but Pony was like... Dang, he's trying his very best to get rid of dog right there, because last episode, Penny was like, that means dog will be gone. Like, I know when I started the episode, but I could have... I wish this episode was way before the Pet Pony episodes, because the next episode later, it would make more sense if Pony would be like, oh, I wish dog was gone, because we haven't learned about dog yet. Until now. Dang, Pony, what a sculpture. Dried up. Flip! This isn't one of those shows where the dog starts talking, but I can't imagine that. Dang! You're trying to run him over the... Oh, this is tennis ball, that's crazy. Wow, the... I just suddenly just drowned myself.
Whatever it is you have with dog.
It's impossible.
Why?
I mean...
He's dog.
Animals being rivals?
He's pure evil.
I mean, I don't agree with him for once, though, because...
Not in dog.
We're on episode 14, but... Now we're learning about dog. I do not understand how bad dog can be. If this episode's called Dog Day, then us viewers get to learn about dog, but people will be questioning this. And then this episode we learn about dog, we'd be like, he's not that bad. What's the harm? He barks and Pony doesn't neigh. He just clip clops. Am I right? But all those flowers, ugh, that's greasy. Hey, Dad. But wait, did Pony just bump Dad and then he just let go of that cloth?
This is my entry for
Oh,
the tomato
big tomato right there.
at Tomato Palooza.
Tomato Palooza? Dang.
Every year.
Oh, is it?
This pony.
Alright.
Every year, Enzo Mardashian wins with his ridiculously large tomato. But not this year.
Ooh.
This year, you're the ridiculous one.
Exactly.
Also, there's a big tomato competition. Also, what's with that? You know, microphone, the watering can, and the umbrella. What's that meant to be? But oh my goodness, could you imagine later on in the episode, it's gonna be an even bigger tomato, and he starts losing. But it's like you were cleaning that tomato, nice and shiny, nice and fresh, and make sure it doesn't get touched, and you don't throw it away and something like that. You know, like. That's clever. Have you ever seen, like, shows where it's, like, the biggest vegetable ever? I think there was a Mr. Bean episode where that did happen. I think it was during the Super Mario episode, wasn't it? But I can't believe he said exactly because he agreed with himself to be ridiculous, though. Oh, wait, he lives next door? Hold up.
I'd like to see you try.
Oh, really? Oh, he is trying, though.
Ooh, ammo.
No! Those tomatoes must be even bigger, but... Also... You know in the intro when we saw all those tomatoes? Did the dog bring them all back and he cut them in his hay? I love how we just started the episode with just a title and then everything's on his hay to give that episode, you know? But also I'm confused about dog living next door because I thought Mr. Panks was next door. Wasn't he like 2 doors down? I would understand that though, but yeah, that's confusing though. Dang, and I mean... In this family, they've got... Ooh, we did not understand. So that's what the flipping water can is for. And it says, if you touch that, it's like, stay away from my... That's rather clever right there. And it's also got crime tapes as well. But, yeah. I completely understand why Dog's losing. Because in this family, you got, like, vegetables. And what's he got on his balcony? You see what I'm questioning, right? Unless he just throws it back. Oh, no. He's not going to try and get that big tomato, am I right? Stay away from my tomato!
You two would be friends if you tried.
Exactly. You're not a ridiculous one.
I can't imagine anything worse than spending 1 second with that animal.
I mean, what's the worst that can happen if you learn that this episode, then?
He's gonna be staying with us.
Oh, no. He's here, isn't he? Why is he here? Just one split second.
Oh.
But maybe.
Has had a terrible flood at her place.
Who?
My poor sister gets the worst rashes around dogs.
Ah.
Here with me.
Oh, that's quite all right. We're more than happy to help.
Is he just doing this because he wants to be with friends of Pony?
Bye.
Or wind up or something like that?
What?
That even the dad knows.
Plus pony.
But you went inside, so...
Tomato Palooza.
Oh, on the... Oh, it's today then.
Good idea, Mom.
Oh,
Yeah.
They'll behave themselves, won't you?
You will not understand about that bit.
This is dog. The
Yeah.
best.
Would you really want to have a fight between dog versus
We still
pony?
have walked this earth.
Oh.
Oh.
I just...
He's so cute.
I don't think Pony is a big fan of dogs because if you see another dog in the show, I bet he'll go crazy over that. But I'm so confused why dog's even here. The lady was like, my sister gets the worst rashes, and or the dog can be alive and be like, hey, whatever her name was, I forgot the name. Can I come to Pony's house? Because, you know, basically, I want to wind up and be friends. But why can't she take the dog to one of her families? Even the dad's like, them two together. I just saw what happened outside.
He's up to something. You wait, Annie.
What? You can't even tell because he's got pancake in his eyes.
I love apples. What's going on? Stop
Oh.
pretending to be nice. You're not nice.
Dan, Pony, you don't even realise. Unless it's the whole life, then I could be understand.
And don't come back until they're getting along.
Oh, that'll be hard right there.
We never.
I'm so tired.
You'll get that already.
Go away. You can't.
Dang.
I know it, and I'm going to make it.
I mean, could you imagine them being friends? How do they do that? Oh, paintball fight then. Nice, them being two as a team. I mean, that's the only way to get friends. Oh, hey guy.
That pony asked me to switch teams.
Oh God.
Coming for you.
It's really not easy, Pony. Dang. Oh. I wonder what team won though. I want to see that.
You two against me. I'll serve.
I love how we're having a full day adventures of games and then basically them two on a team. Could you imagine Penny was like, you and Dog were on a team, Annie? No, I'm by themselves. But it's 2 versus 1, by the way. Unless Annie has got friends, but yeah, she can't go after them right now.
Okay. All right.
Oh, it's only that bit. Never mind.
Now you serve.
Oh! Still the dog! I put him in the bin. I mean, I get why Penny did that, though.
Isn't being mean. He's actually being really nice.
Check. That's what he wants you to think.
Yeah, I don't see any trouble with this dog, though, but I don't get the whole point, because he's got that pancake in his eyes. Can he actually see? Has it been like that the entire life, or is what one day the pancake went in his eye, but it never came off? What? This is rather silly, because how's he not getting that off? Is it like stuck between him? But the rubbish was in his eyes. He did get that off though, but
It's working. I think he's nice.
but
You
are they?
say I'm the problem? Well, what do we do about that?
Yeah, but
Seems hard.
you're the problem, and you got arrested.
Pony, it's an escape room. It's a fun game.
Oh, it's a game then.
Together to get out.
I've seen that game before, but he is kind of based. Well, who's based? Annie. Being like, oh yeah, basically, a pony's the problem. Oh, there was something I wanted to say before, but I forgot though. But yeah, like I did say, they're onto games to work together or maybe talk to each other. That's the only way to get along, you know? But I love that game when it's like, oh yeah, you have to try and figure out how to get out. There's one in Croydon I used to go to a long time ago. You have to try and escape, you know, some certain traps. Like this one, for example.
Hey!
Dang, you got that
I told you,
easily.
He's a traitor and
Look, you sure? Look at that, you got the keys then. Nice one right there.
Boy.
Aww.
That's one way to do it. Quickest escape ever.
Great one.
teamwork.
A pony and a dog are allowed in here? That's bad.
Stop smiling. I'm only wearing this because I don't have anywhere to put it.
And don't look now, but it seems like you and Dog might become friends after all.
We will not.
So,
Okay, I admit he's being nice. But friends? We're just
well,
different. We have nothing in
that is all day long right there. I'll remember that all day long. That's how you end the episode. Anyway, viewers, thank you for watching. But you can do say that he is being nice, but friends, meh. But if you spend the entire day with someone that you really don't know, you might end up becoming friends. That's the only thing. Do you ever remember the time where you have friends right now and you don't remember how you became friends? I do not remember how I became friends with my friends. All I remember is just chatting to them today though. But obviously I have not seen my friends in a while because I don't go to school anymore. So, meh. Oh! No! The only way for them to get along as a squirrel is his eyes! All you gotta do is look at his eyes and look into his sons and be like, yeah, we're friends now because we just saw a squirrel. We're both into squirrels. Even Pony, because I think he did that in one episode, or it might be something another animal. But dang, easy enough then. Or he's smiling, he's growling. So dogs. Oh, but this is rather sweet though. Becoming real friends. So they're having adventures without Annie, or else she's at the back watching. You know. Wow, crazy, right? Dang, it was really that easy to become friends right there. So, like I was gonna say, like, dog, you know, basically, the dogs don't like squirrels, they like chasing after it, but animals don't like squirrels at this rate. But, so Pony didn't like dog in the first place, but, yeah. But, Pony and squirrel becoming friends? Nah, but they had so much fun together, am I right? They went to the mall and everything, but I was gonna say, do you really want to trust Pony out in public by himself? With dog as well? Like, I was gonna say, did they go by themselves or Annie watching? Because it looks like Annie was just like behind the back the entire time, because he did that with Beatrice. Him and Beatrice went out and then Annie was looking at her backside about it. She's now learned that. She's learned from the parents. It's not best that they go out by themselves. Just have a look out for them. Kind of real if you think about it, you know.
Guess who are best friends?
Great.
My champion tomato?
No, actually.
You just basically said,
Dog.
yeah, you just basically said don't come back until they get along, and
I said there was good in everyone.
but yeah, you basically did say that, yeah, don't come back until they get along. Why are you back? Come on, are you flipping dumb? But if you're like, they're not friends, so we had to come back at 12 o'clock at night, the parents are going to be worried at this point. Where else are you going to stay? Be homeless and stay in the pavement?
Didn't see that.
Am I being based right now?
Me both.
I knew they
Nice.
spent some time together.
And I guess it's a dog's
Ouch!
dream come true.
Hey, you don't need to get all shouty. He just wants to go to the competition.
Easy enough. You love
I
that.
can understand that. It's going
Yeah, dogs can't talk. Well, not this dog in the show.
Tomato-palooza.
Yeah, I'm curious about that.
Close second again.
Ew, it's every year. I wonder what the other tomatoes of the other years, because basically Dad has lost always second place. I wonder how many tomatoes you have to bring. Try and get the biggest one and you're the winner, but something tells me that he might come second again and there's going to be an even bigger tomato. Because if it's called a big tomato palooza, people get nominated and they get even bigger ones that can fit the whole earth and it'll explode.
Suppose I can do that. You're welcome.
Dang.
I can't go.
Oh.
Plumber's coming to fix Mrs. O'Carver's pipes and she won't be back in time, so I have
Wait,
to
did she
stay
put the
late.
plum at the wrong day then? Why would you do
Very
that?
sweet, George.
No, it's
We have to go
not
as a family.
Drive. I have to hold my tomato to keep it safe.
Hey, base rider. Sorry, I keep saying base a lot, but also, yes, hold tomato and make it. Do you say tomato or tomato these days? I'm saying tomato because it's American though, because they say tomato. But yeah, I know. In a way, it's kind of real. I want to hold on to my baby for the whole entire journey ride, and I can't buckle a seatbelt on. And what would you do about that? Walk all the way there? It depends where it is, you know. It might be the mall.
Hey, it's okay, everybody. Annie is here. I'll stay and let Betty in.
Hey, Betty.
That's very nice of you.
Great. So I don't think Annie really cares about the tomato palooza.
Then I
How's the
said,
only way
"You
to
all go.
get
I'll
there?"
stay and let Betty in.
LS.
I mean, I
Life
wanted
story.
to go. I did. But so did they, and I'd rather they were happy.
Yeah, they.
Dog-
I think they want to go over.
Remind me, Pony? Oh, he's my pony. Right. It's like I told him. Pony, there's good in everyone.
Okay, I was gonna mention. I think the mum and dad, well, mostly the dad, would like to go more than Annie. But I love how Annie was like, I'd rather they go over me. Like, this is Dad's nomination, and if I let them go, I'll let them go. What else you can do about that then? Also the first at the back then.
He thought Dog was up to something, but I knew. Got it.
You knew that he's not that bad.
Someone's been shoving dog toys down there.
Oh.
Dog toys?
Wait, it's not Pony, is it?
What's that?
Wait, oh, dog maybe.
We're here.
Dang, but
First place. Here I come.
no, it's taking place at. I don't know. I think the market, isn't it? But then I got all that set up. But everyone's basically wearing tomato. Even the steward is wearing a tomato outfit. But man, you can only go past it if you're wearing tomato. Not everyone's wearing tomato here. Unless if you're like walking past it and there's a normal day, then yeah, you wouldn't be wearing tomato. That's right. Damn, this is what we need. Damn, everything's tomato. Please don't tell me the hot dog's tomato. Tomatoes everything, you know. I'm going tomato crazy.
As long as it's away from my tomato.
Nice. Also, I do love the tomato. Everything's tomato around here. Why do I say tomato? Tomato balloons, tomato bandits, tomatoes, food. Well, obviously they're food, but what's next? Make them into a little toys and they go rotten after 5 years? Ugh, goodness me.
I
Dang.
doubted you, George, but I think your tomato is the
But what
biggest.
else would be the biggest one, though?
My day would come.
Look. No!
My day has not come.
You should have saw that coming. Next year, you gotta wear it even bigger to the center of the earth. Yeah, that was not even the biggest one. I want to know what the others are because they may be bigger than you. But I was not expecting that tomato to be even bigger right there. Dang.
Annie. I'm back from my sister's.
Mrs. Okaba, why would your dog drop his toy?
Mrs. Okava. Ah.
Oh, who knows why that dog does anything?
And you don't even know about that. Dang.
Wait. He wanted to stay with us?
I called it, didn't I?
He dragged me straight down the hall to your place.
Yes. I said at the beginning, didn't I? Is it? Look. No, it's a plan. You better watch out. You better not. Yeah, you better watch out, Pony, because you don't even know it's a plan. I thought he's even like, oh yeah, Mrs. Okava just dragged him because my sister gets the worst rashes with dogs, or he wanted to come because he wanted to be friends with Pony, or maybe what was the other reason? Oh yes, because he's got a plan coming up. Who knows? But now we learn by the end of the episode.
Whoa.
Look at flipping George.
Dog? I'll just wait right here until he shows up.
No, you don't realize what's going on. Yeah, that flipping tomato is up there.
I have to get to the market.
I mean, the wind could be strong enough to the fact that it can blow away or stop and come and
My grandmother left me, please.
nice, but oh, Dan, she can roller skate big time.
Roller skate.
I'm not sure.
Then stop your jammering.
Oh, I was about to say, I was gonna say they have roller skate before, but that's the given chair.
Where could he be?
Are you sure it's a good idea to stay there, though? Hey, Jerry. Go on, Annie, save your pony! But wait! Also! Dang!
Tomato!
They really just destroyed that big tomato! So now that's destroyed, that guy's gonna be mad, so does that count him as a winner? Because there's no way another tomato is gonna be even bigger than that, you know? He just did that freedom as a plan. He doesn't care that tomato doesn't get get destroyed. I bet he wouldn't mind if he did George's, you know, tomato.
Hey, that almost hit me.
No, I wonder what?
Oh, he wanted it to hit me.
Exactly.
Mean.
I know, Pony. You were right all along. He is just mean.
Well, mean for only that bit, you know, or other things outside of the episode.
In that case,
What?
by the power vested in me,
Why?
foremost tomato judge of the land,
Oh, good, it was really that easy.
is to George Bradley.
So it's really that easy. Next time you see any vegetable get destroyed or crushed, you're like, okay, I'm taking this out of you. Yours is destroyed. Now the biggest tomato is George Bramley. I'm curious about the other tomatoes though. I gotta stop saying tomato.
Not how I expected to win, but I'll take it.
Nice though.
Way to go, Dad.
But I completely understand though. Dang. This was a crazy episode. And I kind of like it, you know. But I just want to know, you know that guy with that guy who's covered in tomato sauce, and also he owned that big tomato. Ugh, I'm saying tomato, whatever would you call it? I bet he wouldn't care if I said that though. But that guy, is it the same guy that wins every year? You shouldn't be like annoyed about it because basically you win every year and you might get bored of it. I'm gonna let it to somewhere else, or is it those type of people who don't really care? But I love how we're getting into dog this episode because last episode Pony was like, I'm supposed that means dog will be gone because, you know, if this was before the pet pony, I would completely understand why Pony said that though, but for episode 14 and episode 30 he did say, oh, I'm supposed that means dog will be gone. But, great news. And, yeah, so, it's either that, okay, basically, in their whole entire life, outside the episode, dog's pretty much mean. Pony and dog are really mean, because we saw what happened in the beginning. And then next up, they start fighting each other over the balcony. But if you didn't throw a piece of paper at him, that plan wouldn't have happened, you know? You throw all those tomatoes, and that's so funny that dog lose to Pony, because what else did they throw to him back, but except the dog toy? Or that flipping pancake. I love the flipping pancake in his face, you know? You saw in his eyes, and like, I'm into this guy, but it's just stuck to his face because the rubbish in his eyes really wrapped that off, you know? But it's either that the dog dragged Mr. Carver to their place and be like, or it's either I want to be friends with him or I've got a plan coming up. Or it'd be Mr. Carver be like, I have to bring him to the family. Is it the Bramleys? Yeah, the Bramleys place. I was trying to figure out what the surname was again. The Bramleys place, just because. Yeah, I thought good reason because Mr. Carver's sister's got rashes to dogs. Am I right? But it's nice that we're still getting to learn about dog though. A full dog day, but they had to leave because. Well, until they get along. But at least they did get along, though, because they're both into squirrels. But, you know, teamwork. They basically went to, like, different places to, you know, talk, socialise, get along, teamwork. I love that, you know. But then in the end, became friends all their life. And Annie stepping up for the mother and be like, hey, you know what? I'll stay in for Betty, you know, Betty the plumber. But I wonder what happened to her. Did she just randomly left as soon as she came back? But all you gotta do is let her in and just leave. You don't need anyone to be there, am I right? But I think Mr. Carver booked the plumber at the wrong time because you were at your sister's, but I don't know what it was for anyway. Oh, I think the sister had a, you know, accident, am I right? But Annie noticed, like, if you didn't notice that, Annie, you wouldn't have said your Pony and no one would have known because Pony's like, I'm gonna stand here until he comes back. But did you realise the tomatoes were above you? It's either that the stool's gonna fall on you or the tomato's gonna fall on you. It might not be because of the dog. It might be because of the wind, am I right? No, you gotta move out that way. But at least Annie knew. They roller skate over all the way here. I gotta say, props to Mr. Carver for like roller skating all the way there. Like that's actually kind of neat, you know. And then they saved him, and that tomatoes got destroyed, and George Brumley actually the winner. Once in a lifetime, I guess, because I guess that guy wins every single year. But I wanna know, is there a big, you know, the giant carrot competition or broccoli? Because I think Mr. Bean did that one time. But also, you gotta love, if it's a tomato place, everything's gotta be tomatoes, like balloons, costumes, toys, and all that stuff. Tomato hot dogs, I don't want to imagine that, you know, but there should be tomato ketchup with that, you know? That makes more sense, am I right? But, crazy. Yeah, but when they said he's mean, I didn't quite see him mean. He's not that bad, but I think that was only for that one bit, but Pony knows dog more than Annie, I think, so, I don't know. But I've had enough now. I love this reaction, and if you did, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'll catch you next time.